Well, salutations and greetings to all of our wonderful viewers out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of Arrow Nicely News. Today is Friday, August 18th, 2023. My name is Lenny Hernandez, and we've got a great show in store for you. On today's episode, we're kicking things off with some special shout-outs for birthdays and anniversaries. We're learning about Eversound headsets and how they are helping Arrow residents who are hearing impaired. We're learning about the Westbury World newsletter and interviewing the editor-in-chief Barb Clark. We're visiting a cat cafe with the residents of Rock Creek Senior Living. We're joining the party at community family fun events where everyone is invited. And lastly, we're taking a look at one of my own latest brushes with fame. Woo! This is a lot of show to get through today, so let's get the party started. Welcome to Arrow Nicely News. Well, our first story of the day is a slew of shout-outs for some very special people out there. First up, we want to wish a very happy birthday to Esther at Cedar Trails Senior Living in Freeburg, Illinois. She is celebrating her 101st birthday, and we wish her all the best. We want to wish a happy 54th wedding anniversary to Pam and Delbert Hopkins at the Madison Senior Living in Kansas City, Missouri. A very happy 69th wedding anniversary to the Apples at the Wellington Senior Living in Liberty, Missouri. And finally, a happy 71st wedding anniversary to Howard and Jean Dye at the Madison Senior Living in Kansas City, Missouri. We are so thrilled that love lasts so long in our communities, and we're so happy for you all. Next, we turn our attention to the Boulevard, Wentzville in Wentzville, Missouri. The community is currently taking part in a trial partnership with Eversound. What is Eversound, you ask? Well, Eversound headsets by the Eversound company are made with specialized hearing technology that give residents the power of sound so they can live life at full volume. The Boulevard, Wentzville, and several other communities are currently testing these devices to determine if they are a good fit to roll out Arrow-wide. Well, to learn more about these incredible devices and how they're being received, Nicole Rosa sat down with Deidre Rombach, Resident Services Director at the Boulevard, to learn more.
It is just amazing. It truly is amazing. It's a wonderful thing. It can be used on a one-to-one basis to help residents communicate with their families. It can be used in group settings. It can be used with entertainment. You know, music is the universal language, and when you can hear it, it just enhances your well-being all around. It allows the resident themselves to control the volume for what their hearing impairment allows. So it's not too loud for them or it's not too soft. So it's very, very amazing. And it's compatible with hearing aids. So if a resident has hearing aids in, you can just put the headphones on over the hearing aids and it just enhances the sound.
Wow, that is incredible. I mean, the fact that they can even, like you said, it just enhances the sound and you don't have to worry about taking your hearing aids out. I mean, that is life-changing, absolutely.
It just touches so many things, your cognitive function, you know, your environmental function, the enjoyment of music, your emotional well-being, because if you can hear and understand, it's just, and then obviously the enhanced communication. It's just a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh, it just makes me feel so happy that there's solutions out there and that, you know, somebody who is hearing impaired, they're not alone. There's solutions and resources out there. And I'm so excited and happy for you that you get to have had this experience the past 2 weeks.
Well, we have a resident here. Her name is Betty. And she was one of the first residents that we went into her apartment to experiment with, because she always wants, can you give me the written minutes to the town hall? She has a serious hearing impairment. So we did it with her in her apartment. And I wish I would have had my camera there when the sound connected and she could hear us speaking to her, her eyes got so big and she's like, I can hear you. Oh my gosh, I can hear you. And then we went on and tried a few different things with her. And she said, can I keep this in my apartment at night to watch TV with? I would be able to hear the baseball game so much better. And I said, Betty, we're not quite there, but it may happen. It may happen. So she has asked to borrow it. Her daughter came and we set her up with her daughter, and she used it in her apartment to communicate with her daughter. So it's, oh my gosh. I think that's my best story.
Yeah, no kidding. I was just over here. I feel like my eyes were like filling up a little bit. It's so life changing, not having or being able to use one of those senses. And the fact that like you got to experience Betty and see her eyes light up, that it had to be everything for her. It
was everything. It truly was everything, because she definitely has a hearing deficit, and this is just such a beautiful thing for her.
Well, thank you so much, Deidre, for chatting with us today. We hope that these tools can help our residents live their best lives, and we look forward to learning more about how to incorporate these incredible headsets into our communities. Well, for our next story, we are traveling to the Westbury Senior Living in Columbia, Missouri, where resident Barb Clark has teamed up with her fellow residents to start their own newsletter, the Westbury World. Correspondent Charlie Johnson sat down with Barb to learn more about their in-house periodical.
There are three of us here at Westbury who have started a weekly newsletter called the Westbury Word.
Oh, and lovely.
So I'm interviewing new residents and even staff, and we're having those in that every week.
Oh, that's great. So are you the editor, publisher, writer? Do you do it all?
There were three of us, and we're kind of we have a photographer, somebody who enjoys doing that, and we have Roy Willard, who is a new resident, is really in charge of putting it all together. Wow. I've been going around and interviewing people, new residents, as well as residents who have been here for a while.
And so how often do you do it?
Just once a week.
A weekly newsletter in-house. Well, that's pretty darn cool.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is that many times people will ask me, well, what does this mean in the calendar? What does this mean? So we're trying to also put a little blurb in there about a little more information about some of the activities that are, here.
Well, that's great. Well, that's great. So was that your brainchild?
It was Roy's and mine. We decided we needed to do something.
You definitely have a lot of initiative.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's fun. That's fun.
Anyway.
Well, thank you so much, Barb, for filling us in on your fantastic endeavor. Now, to all of you resident writers out there, if you have the desire to do some reporting or to write your own articles, but aren't quite up to creating your own newsletter, Arrow here is looking for resident contributors for its monthly newsletter. If you are interested in writing for the Arrow newsletter, speak to your resident services director about how you can contribute, and maybe you'll wind up with your own byline. Next up, we head to the Hawkeye State to visit Rock Creek Senior Living in Ankeny, Iowa. Residents there recently took a trip to Des Moines to stop by Coffee Cats, a delightful and cozy coffee shop where cats have the run of the joint. Guests of Coffee Cats can make a reservation to sit in the cat lounge to relax and sip their drinks while adorable felines prowl the area and just snuggle on up to the patrons. Residents were smitten with the beautiful cats, who were just so friendly and adorable. A huge thank you to Coffee Cats for hosting Rock Creek. It was just a very special event for all those who attended. And now for our final story of the day, we're taking a look at Family Fun Month. The month of August is Family Fun Month, and it is a time to celebrate families of all shapes and sizes. And one of the ways that Arrow is celebrating Family Fun Month is with family fun events where residents, staff, and their families are all invited to come and join in on the festivities together. The Madison Senior Living had their event recently, and as you can see, everyone had a ball at the carnival-themed party. There were fantastic decorations, delightful music, exciting games, delicious food and drink, and unparalleled company. These exciting events, which will be hosted at every community, serve a secondary purpose as well because residents and employees now have access to fill out our annual Great Place to Work and U.S. News Best of surveys. These surveys are a great opportunity to provide feedback on your experience and to help your community be the best it can be. Filling out your survey not only provides an opportunity for your community to win a prestigious award if 100% of the surveys get filled out, there are also fabulous prizes that will be given out. So be sure to do your part to get your 2023 surveys completed, and have a happy family fun month to you all. And now, as we say goodbye, comes the moment that we've all been waiting for. That's right, my latest brush with fame. I bravely filmed a humorous TikTok with Dairy Queen, which was then shared out by the Dairy Queen account to their vast amount of followers. Don't worry, I won't let it go to my head. For Arrow Nicely News, I'm Lenny Hernandez. Have a wonderful weekend, an even better week, and we'll see you all next Friday. Enjoy this 8-second spot that I did for Dairy Queen. That's on TikTok.